and number 23, Colt Seuss. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the HSRC Patriots. Number 1, Quentin Baldridge. Number 12, Jer Bilek. Number 13, Brian Fettis. Number 20, Chris Henthorn. And number 25, Nathan Henthorn.
Here we go. This is game number 2. Today, Saturday, February 5th. This is the Hammond Baptist Varsity Invitational Basketball Tournament.
Wow,
that's
Brian Fettis.
Dead away 3, starting it off hot for the Patriots. This is the HSRC Patriots in white and the Rockford Fire in black. Both these teams knocked down to the losers bracket yesterday. This is a double elimination tournament, meaning the winner advances, still has a chance to get to the championship. This is HBTV you're watching. My name is John Woosley, and I'm joined here by Josh Conger. And, man, Fettis.
Wow, going at it.
First 5 points of the game.
That's something.
About to make it 6. Josh, we had a good game earlier, expecting a good one here.
Oh, yeah, we had a great game, and it was fun to watch, John. It was fun to commentate with you, and obviously I love doing this with you at HBTV. Great crew of people that work hard for it. And, let's give you the lineups here for the Rockford Fire. I believe we're missing number 14 on the roster, but number 1, David Rose. Number 10, we've got Grant Dre, had a good game yesterday. Number 23, Colton Cease. Number 35, Ross Dre. And then number 14, and that's a three-pointer from David Rose, looking to go at it early. David Rose had a couple of really nice assists, John.
Yeah.
Very, very good, deceptive player. And fun to watch him play.
Called him D-Rose yesterday.
D-Rose we did,
He's a nice player.
And this is Chris Henthorn knocking down mid-range. And, John, he was really off yesterday, and that really hurt HSRC. I think had he been even remotely on, they would have had a win. It would have been an easy win against Victory, but he was really struggling yesterday, and typically such an awesome shooter for HSRC, so that was quite the game for him. And you like to see him going early, getting that mid-range bucket to go.
Yep, here's Jared, top of the key, Fettis.
Yeah, Fettis trying to go all the way.
Fire into man-to-man defense in the black. Here's Chris Henthorn pulling the trigger on a 3.
Right
off the
on.
mark. Fettis with the rebound. Jared to Nate Henthorn. Nate, the sophomore. Chris, the senior. This is Quentin Baldridge, top of the key.
Yeah, travel, Nate Henthorn. And here's the lineup for the HSRC Patriots. You saw just there, Nate Henthorn, number 25. Number 12, Jer Bialek. Number 20, Chris Henthorn, the senior. Number 13, Brian Fettis. And number 1, Quentin Baldridge. Names we're all familiar with. Seen him play a lot of times in this gym, and excellent ball players here. Great team, and they're well coached too, John.
Yeah.
Coach Andrew Boss has been there a while, an old Crestwood player, someone we're familiar with, and a great coach. And that's a 3 from Jer Bialek. He's going early as well. 11-3. What a game. What a start for HSRC.
Yeah, Josh Jer, one of the purest shooters in this tournament, and can really just stroke it from 3. And there's the fire. That is Grant Dre with a 3 of his own. And the answer, Patriots still lead 11-6. And nearly turned it over there. Quentin Baldridge here, hand off to Nate. As the Patriots working this round and round the top of the key. Good ball movement by them. And that is Colton jumping
Cease
in there for
good hustle.
The jump ball. In favor of the Patriots? No, in favor of the Fire. So
there we go.
Good play there by Colton.
Yeah, Currington checking in the game here for the Fire. He's going to check out number 14. I believe we knew 14's name yesterday. I'm struggling to get it now.
Tyler.
Tyler?
Yep, Tyler Llewellyn.
Tyler Llewellyn. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
a number change here going into this game. I apologize. Tyler Llewellyn. And he had a good game yesterday.
Yeah,
That was nice to see from him. And 11-6 here, a 5-point deficit. Quentin Baldridge going back door, going up and under.
Oh, man.
Almost got the end one. And that's good to see from him.
Yeah, that sends Quentin to the line. And Quentin, a nice player. He's got a younger brother, Josh, that's on this team, and also a real nice player, Chris. I'm sorry.
Caleb, right?
Yeah, Caleb Baldridge, a sophomore. And I saw their dad sitting over here.
Yeah.
He was here at
Just
every
over.
single home game, and I've seen him here for the last few years. And a good man. And then the Fedes brothers, there's Stephen Fedes, and then there's Brian Fedes. So on the court right now is Brian. His brother is Stephen. I'm sure you'll see him in just a second. So two pair of brothers there, and then the other pair of brothers is Chris and Nate Henthorn.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So it's kind of a family deal here with the Patriots. And, man, ballers. They got some players. And then up and coming through the Patriots ranks, there's the O'Neills.
Oh, yeah.
The O'Neills. There's Donovan O'Neil, Dylan O'Neil, and then Malachi O'Neil that are coming up. They're on the junior high team for this Patriots. Man, there's D. Rose with the floater. And then also down there, there's one. Oh, the Bialek. There's Jared Bialek, and then there's Jonah Bialek.
Jonah Bialek's
for the
a nice little
Patriots.
player, too.
And, man, this HSRC team is going to be tough for years to come. Here's Brian, top of the key. Handoff Chris Henthorn. Just short on the 3. Rebound Tyler. And he'll look to eat at this 5-point lead here with 4 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, David Rose looking to call out some offense here for the Rockford Fire. And real nice point guard for this team. And there's Currington going up, but he traveled first. And Chance Currington with a tough travel call. Some subs in the game here. We've got Caleb Baldridge. We just spoke about him, and he's a nice little player, as well as number 31. That's Stephen Fedes, the younger brother of Brian Fedes. And Stephen Fedes, a junior, so he'll have another year here at HSRC. Brian Fedes, Chris Henthorn, both seniors, and they'll be gone next season, but everyone else remaining here for HSRC.
Here's Quentin Baldridge, cross-court Evan Slager.
Yeah,
Rockford Fire in a man-to-man defense, and Josh, I feel like normally they're in the zone.
Yeah.
And at the other end, the Patriots has been setting up in a 2-3 zone.
Interesting, yeah.
Instead of their normal man. So, interesting. Here's Jer on the drive. Kick out Slager. Good ball movement by the Patriots. And good D. D. Rose nearly picked it away. Jer by like deep 3.
No, out of bounds on Chance Currington. Going to stay here. Tried saving it, and you hate seeing that.
Good
the guy tries to save it and can't quite get there. Man, if you're watching for the Rockford Fire, for HSRC Patriots, give your boy a shout-out, whoever the guy is that you're watching. Man, let us know who it is and who you're watching, who you're hoping wins the game. And this is HSRC against Rockford Fire. It'll be a good matchup, and I think both teams, solid teams. Rockford Fire came out and had some good games yesterday, and obviously HSRC, a dominant physical team. And that's Jared Bialek driving baseline, getting the quick bucket. You like to see him going early if you're an HSRC fan. He's a great player here for this team. Yeah, and lots of good basketball to come here.
And here they are, the Patriots. Oh, nearly stolen by Quentin Baldridge. Patriots in white, playing a 2-3 zone. Here's Colin Cease in the corner. Man, his back out to Colin. Air ball on the 3. And here come the Patriots in transition. Quentin Baldridge leading the way. Far side, Caleb to his brother Quinn. Trying to create some space. Jer now. Patriots being real patient on offense and get an easy bucket there.
Yeah. Take this moment to shout out our concession stand to Miss Christine Richards. And she does an awesome job running that thing. And that concession stand's always open, always grinding, always giving you good food. And they're taking care of the people out here at HB. And so if you're in the gym, stop by the concession stand. They've got these things called squinchers, and she just gave me one of these, like a giant popsicle, and it's pretty decent. I got the grape flavor, and big fan of those. If you're here at the gym, make sure to stop by the concession stand. Miss Christine Richards does an awesome job with that and has done such a good job all season here at Heyman Baptist.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a text from our producer a little bit ago. Just let me know. Hey, he asked me, what smells so good? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he went and found out and did a little bit of investigating. But
Yeah. Is that Jack Huckins?
Yeah.
He's always looking for the food, man. Other than
I-
the nearest hot dog stand, he's there.
I did not know what he was talking about. I'm hoping we get an answer for you.
Hey, and
soon.
the
I
all-
don't know if they got cinnamon rolls down there. Or
I don't
what.
know either. But, John, the all-beef hot dogs are rolling out there, too, man. I'm a big fan. I don't like cheap hot dogs. I like all beef. That's I can't do the cheap ones, and she does the all-beef well. And it's good to have it down there. Jack Huckins is saying something about food down there, I'm sure. I don't know what he's saying. Something food-related. That's Caleb Baldridge up at the top. Going to brother Stephen Fedes. And long three from Quentin Baldridge, no good. And the rebound going to go to Grant Dre. This is D. Rose, David Rose bringing the ball across. Number 1, like the old D. Rose of the Bulls. And Cease out to the wing, and it's going back to D. Rose. Mid-range floater, can't get it to go. Rebound, Quentin Baldridge.
Here's Jerry Bilek on the far side. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. The Patriots with 11-point lead.
Yeah, a little bit of delay basketball going to four-corner offense here. Quentin Baldridge trying to go at Grant Dre here. And hands to Slager. Slager back to Quentin Baldridge. Quentin Baldridge playing some point guard out here. Kind of nice to see him have those handles there for HSRC.
Yeah.
Real solid player there for them.
Yeah, tall, strong. Often a guy really that you'll see, man, diving in for rebounds.
Oh, yeah.
And, man, here he is.
Oh, and he might have got hit,
wow.
too. They're going to let it go.
Man, tough finish there, Quentin Baldridge.
Yeah, but a good drive.
D. Rose launching last-second heave, and that's how we'll end the first quarter. Score of 21-8. If you're watching on Facebook, Hammond Baptist Athletics, or if you're watching on YouTube, HBTV, we thank you for tuning in and joining us. This is game number 10, the Rockford Fire and the HSRC Patriots. The winner will advance and play Calumet at 1 o'clock, and the loser will play Quinton Road at 5:30. So if you're watching, tuning in, we thank you for watching. We're going to shout out a few of our sponsors at this time and bring you back for the second quarter. We'll see you then. Here we go. Start of the second quarter. Score is 21-8. The HSRC Patriots with the lead. Stephen Fedes, top of the key. He's joined by Nate Henthorn, Chris Henthorn. Man, no look pass there by Chris.
Wow.
Blocked by Chance. Caleb Baldridge and Evan Slager for the Patriots. For the Fire, this is Grant Dre, Colton Cease, David Rose.
Oh, almost traveled.
Chance
Currington,
and
yeah.
Chance Currington, and I'm missing number 32. Josh, you got him. You
Oh,
got
Seth
him
Johnson, I
open
think.
up there.
32 is, Seth Johnson.
Seth Johnson, rebound Colton Cease, and rebounded by the Patriots. This HSRC Patriots, Josh, a tough team.
Yeah, man.
And man, one of the favorites, I think, is fair to win
Chris
this tournament.
Henthorn, now he's hitting. Yeah, you're right. One of those favorites. Sorry, John.
Yeah, but man, a tough assignment here for the Fire to try to slow down their offense.
Yeah, in the loser bracket, too. Not a game you want. There's that replay. Chris Henthorn draining that deep three.
He's got a nice shot.
He does, John.
Oh, David Rose thought about a three of his own. Here's Colton right in front of the, man.
Skip passes all
Skip
day.
pass, yeah, across the Grant. David, deep three. And just short rebound Chance.
Oh, there he is.
Up and
Right
in for
place,
two.
right time. Way to be under the basket, around the rim, and getting the putback there. There you go outside from Stephen Fedes and Caleb Baldridge, both the younger brothers of the starters, Quentin Baldridge and Brian Fedes. And they are the future here at HSRC. Caleb Baldridge, a deep three, and it's good. Caleb
Ooh,
Baldridge,
man.
a nice player, man. Love watching him play here at HB. Not against HB, but at HB. I like watching him play. Oh, pump fake there. Nice drive from Grant Dre. It's over to Colton Cease. Can't get the three, but the putback up. No good by Seth Johnson, but there's a foul. If you're watching this game, tune in to the next game at 11:30. Also, the 11:30 game is Hammond Baptist against Victory Christian Academy, and that's going to be such a good game. We're all looking forward to that one.
Man, it is, Josh.
It's going to be physical. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a fight, but we're looking forward to the game and the challenge that Victory will bring us in our gym. Thankful for the executive producer over there, Jack Huckins. What a stud, what a baller, been taking care of the live stream all season. And John, it's so funny, man. Every day it seems like there is just something new he's adding to the live stream, something he's concocted in his mind the night before while he's sleeping, and he'll dream about HBTV and talk about HBTV. He lives and breathes it. And really, John, you need people like that if you want something to be great. And he does such a great job at it, just improving it. And I love people to jump in and make things better. I feel I'm one of those people. John's one of those people.
Yeah, try to
Jack
be.
Huckins, certainly one of those people.
Yeah, so thankful for him. 27-11 is your score. Patriots, good ball movement against that full court pressure of the Fire. Steven can't connect. Point blank range on the miss. 27-11 is your score.
Yeah, HSRC now in that 2-3 zone. Maybe trying to conserve some energy here, not playing man-to-man. But this is going to be a tough one for them. And that ball's out of bounds going the other way. It's HSRC ball. Rockford Fire trying to find something on defense. They've been in the man-to-man and just trying to slow the guys down. But that's Slager for a three. Ooh. He was wide open, though. Yeah. It's just so tough guarding these HSRC wings. They space the floor so well. Man, just difficult. I'd hate to be the Rockford Fire right now.
Man, and on the defensive end, too, in that 2-3 zone, Chris Henthorne comes away with the steal. Launches it up to Brian in transition, who puts it up and in for two. Both Brian and Steven Fettis in the game, Chris and Nate Henthorne in the game, and then Evan Slager rounding out the five. And, man, this is a tough HSRC team. Here's Colin Cease for three.
Man, kind of hitching that shot, too, John.
He was hitting. Remember yesterday they played Calumet. And he elevates on his shot.
It's so high.
More than anybody I've seen in this tournament. And he's got a nice shot. Far corner three. That's Brian Fettis.
He is really being aggressive with his shot right now, John. And all of this tournament so far, I've not really seen him be dominant down there, but it's good to see today.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll bring in a few of our sponsors at this time. This is a full timeout. And we'll be back with you in just a minute. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, hopefully it goes good. This is Nate Henthorne, 32-11 is your score. This is the HSRC Patriots in white and the Rockford Fire in black. This is Brian Fettis in the far corner. Nearly got trapped there. And here he is, man. Oh, on the finger roll. Around the rim and out. Colin Cease with the rebound, far side. Looking to go to work. A nice player for this Fire team. David Rose on the drive. Adjusting in midair and can't connect.
Oh, man, trying to go up ahead to Caleb Baldridge. Couldn't quite get there. A little bit of a bobble there. And HSRC going to set up some offense. They got Brian Fettis Nate Slager. I'm sorry, it's not Nate Slager, but it's a Slager there, 33. Stephen Fettis, 31. Nate Henthorn, 25. And Caleb Baldridge, number 0. Nice little young lineup here for HSRC. The only senior I believe there is Brian Fettis. And maybe Slager as well, a senior.
Yeah.
And they're going to set up some offense here. Rockford Fire in this man-to-man. And really going at it man-to-man. Oh, my goodness. And 3 guys around the rim, but still it's Stephen Fettis to get the rebound, the fresh legs. There to get the putback. It's 34-11. This game turning into somewhat of a blowout here against Rockford Fire. And this could be the final game here for the Rockford Fire before they have to go to the elimination game.
There's Grant on the drive. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Tough
got
play
hit.
there. Yeah.
Seth Johnson going up strong. Got a hit on the back. He'll shoot 2 at the line.
You know, I was excited to watch this Rockford Fire team play. We haven't played them yet this season. And they have a nice team, and normally do.
Yeah.
They normally do. They got a nice crew of fans that are traveling with them, and thankful for them. And being with us here today, got to speak with a couple of the fans, helping us with pronunciations on guys' names. So always,
First check. Yeah,
always
we got that
helpful
yesterday.
always appreciate the feedback and the help. And so I'm glad they're with us in our tournament. 34-12 is your score. This is Seth Johnson at the line, and hits his second.
We have a comment on Facebook, Go HB, from none other than Jack Huckins.
All right. Got to
Doesn't even realize that HB's not playing.
Maybe he's watching replays over there.
wrong live stream comment. You think the producer would get that right, but you know what? Can't give him too much credit there. What is that, hot dog? You want a hot dog? Pass him a hot dog, man. There is
Stephen Fettis. Handoff. Caleb Baldridge, top of the key. Evan. Back to Stephen. Jer Bialek still in the game. Oh, Colton Cease up top. And here he is in transition, making his way to the rim. Going to draw the foul. And Colton Cease will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Jer Bialek, his first, team's third.
Yeah, 34-13 here. Kind of a tough one if you're a Rockford Fire fan and watching. You're kind of down here by quite a bit. You know, you can always fight back into a game, but they all seem so tired, and it's so early in the morning. Certainly a tough quest here to come back into this game. And starts the free throw line. You got to have free throws, and that's Colton Cease making the second of 2 to bring it down to a 20-point lead here. Nate Henthorn up top, finds Slager. Slager looking to go left and give it to Caleb Baldridge. These young guys getting some good minutes here for HSRC. Stephen Fettis, one of them. And Nate Henthorn shuffled his feet, no call. Yeah, definitely traveled there. And that's a rebound, Rockford Fire. And that's Llewellyn grabbing the rebound with some strong hands. Cease up ahead to D. Rose. D. Rose, quick 3, and it's good. He's a nice little player, John. And a strong player and a good shooting guard that can really pass the ball as well. Does a lot well there for HB.
Yeah, really. There you see the replay. Man, splash there by David Rose. A point guard that plays at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, defense too.
You know, yeah, very good defender.
Yeah, following this game will be the 11:30 HB Victory semifinal game, and that is going to be a dogfight. No doubt guys are excited about that one. The teams are excited about that one. The fans as well. That'll be a good game. So if you're listening to this one, tune back in at 11:30. Even if you're not an HB fan or a Victory fan, that's going to be a really good game to watch. Neither team having lost in this tournament yet. They're both undefeated. And one of them will have a defeat today at 11:30. That game, someone will lose and end up down there in the loser bracket to play the winner of Calumet and the winner of this game. And so that'll be quite the battle at 11:30.
For sure. It's about a minute to go here before the half. At halftime, we'll show you our most recent updated bracket. If you want to follow things a little more closely on Instagram at Troopman Evan Slager.
Wow.
Nice spin move.
Good drive
If
from
you
him.
want to follow things a little more closely, go to Instagram at True Blue Sports, True_Blue_Sports, because here at HB we're True Blue, bleed blue and white.
Yeah.
And follow us at True Blue Sports. The girls in our graphic design team have been doing an insane job updating graphics, pictures, scores, all that. Even on Facebook stories at Hammond Baptist Athletics, you'll be able to see everything, all the action going on in stories, see updated games, maybe even catch a picture of your favorite player. So make sure you're following us over there just to stay updated with the tournament. Under a minute to go here, 34-17 is your score before the half. This is Caleb Baldridge, top of the key. Nate Henthorn
Adam Hanks just being a clown on the live stream. Needs to get a life, but I love him. I love Adam Hanks. He's just a clown. And if you listen to the live stream, I guarantee you, during the live stream, you will hear Adam Hanks' voice from the bleachers because he is going to go nuts for HB as he does. I just love his retarded yelling up there, just with full vocality, just screaming at the top of his lungs at the refs, at HB, at the opposing team. He'll just scream at anybody he can. If his mom was here, he'd scream at her. He doesn't care. He screams at anyone. It's
I
great.
heard we got a complaint on Adam last night.
No, we didn't.
Within 2 minutes of the game, there's a lady already upset with him, sitting right behind him in the bleachers. She was ticked off.
I can't.
Adam Hanks.
I didn't know that, but it's
causing
hilarious.
Problems. I'll tell you what.
Dude, at halftime, we're going to have a couple of announcements. We'll see you back here second half. John Woos is going to be giving a pregame talk to HB. Won't be here. And we'll swing in JB, get some John Borsch up in the action.
Yeah, let's throw up that bracket one more time, guys, if we can. Here's the updated bracket. This is game number 10 there at the bottom of your screen. Again, might be a good idea if you want to follow these teams the rest of the day to take a screenshot or follow us on social media. But the winner will advance to play Calumet at 1 o'clock and the loser, Quinton Road, at 5:30. Again, it's been nice having you here on HBTV. John Woosley, Josh Conger. For the second half, you're going to have Mr. John Borsch over here holding down the fort for us. But we'll thank a couple of our sponsors in the meantime and bring you back here in about 9.5 minutes. We'll see you then.
Welcome back to the third quarter of this battle between the Rockford Fire and the HSRC Patriots. My name is Josh Conger, and I'm joined here with John Borsch. JB coming in hot for the second half. John Woosley's out talking in the locker room with the team. And John Borsch, it's good to have you, man. How do you feel about the tournament so far? Early morning, huh?
Yeah, we've had a good tournament, lots of good games. This one here, we're seeing a good team, HSRC. Rockford Fire a bit off so far.
Ooh, behind the back pass from Colton Cease, bro.
Anything can happen, we'll see in the second half here.
Yeah, I think that Fire, initially, you got to come out here with some grit. You got to play some defense. I mean, you're down by close to 20 points. You just need something to go your way here, a couple of shots, a couple of stops. And nothing is insurmountable. But I certainly say after the third quarter, if you're still, good shot there from Dre. Could not get it to go in. Good rebound, but blocked by Quentin Baldridge and then retained by D. Rose. D. Rose to Colton Cease. Colton Cease mid-range. Cannot get it. D. Rose rebound again. A little behind-the-back action, looking like the old Adam Hanks of the day behind the back. Love seeing the slick play. Rockford Fire got an open three. They're not taking the open shots, but there they are. D. Rose, David Rose from three. That might do it. Down only 14 now. And that's a good way to start the quarter, wouldn't you say, John?
Yeah, it's got to be brought back on defense. Hey, it starts with the defense. Sure, they're going to make some shots here, but if they can't stop HSRC
exactly.
here, it's going to do nothing for them here. So got to get some stops, string some stops in a row. And that'll lead to good transition buckets, and we'll see if they can cut it under 10 the next few minutes here.
Yeah, I think that's the key. You don't need to get it all back at once. You don't need threes. They certainly help, but you just need stops and buckets. I mean, buckets from anywhere, take good shots, high shot selection, high percentage shots. But you got to be smart here, and that's David Rose twice in a row, 5 straight points. That's a nice floater from him, and he's a nice guard. I really appreciate the way he's playing the game. Not the biggest on the floor, as there he lets Nate Henthorn go baseline on him. Not the biggest on the floor, but a real solid defender, a real solid offensive threat. And here he is with the ball. We'll see what he's got for the Rockford Fire in this second half. Going to Colton Cease up top, pump fakes a three. Dave Rose driving inside, dishes down to a teammate. That's a good look, and up and in. +1 from Seth Johnson. Nice drive from him. He's going to get one more at the line. What a drive. I like the inside play, John. I'm a huge fan of inside-out basketball. I'm a three-point shooter, but even a three-point shooter myself, I still say go inside first. I don't want to be taking threes early in the game, especially when you're down in the second half. Go inside, get some inside buckets, and let that create an offense from the three-point line.
The Rockford Fire, they need to, David Rose is starting to get on a bit of a roll. Feed him, let him run your offense. And he's hit a couple threes here, which then opens up, that inside, and got an easy one that last time with the and one. But I say, hey, feed your hot hand, whoever's got it, and then let the offense run through him, and he's going to create other open shots for your team. Yeah,
I agree. It's 36-24, a 12-point lead only now for HSRC, and this game is certainly still within reach here for the Rockford Fire. They were down by a whole lot in the first half, but have now kind of come roaring back in this third quarter, and they say the most important parts of a game are the start of the game and the start of the third quarter. You'll hear Coach Woosley oftentimes for the Swordsman saying that the start of the game is important. How you come out, what effect you have on the game early, that matters. And then also that start of the third quarter. Who sets the tone in the third quarter? Who goes on a run early? Those two moments in a game can sometimes define the winner. And the referee's going to stop play here. Maybe some blood there on Seth Johnson after the N1 last play. Certainly trying to get him checked up, and make sure he's all healthy.
But momentum's such a huge thing. You touched on it a second ago, but yeah, just huge, and you need it. D. Rose again.
Oh, man, thought he was going to get that one to go. That would have been a shot, huh? Wow.
He's going to call a jump ball. It's going to go the Patriots' way. But, hey, that's a fine shot.
Yeah.
Rose has been on fire. That's fine. But they've cut the gap to 12. HSRC, if you're them, you need a bucket, kind of stop the bleeding if you're them.
You've not scored since halftime, I don't believe here.
Yeah.
And right when I say it, Brian Fedes read my mind and got to the hole.
Yep.
It's like he knows what we're saying.
Yep.
Brian Fedes, been in our gym for, 8 years now in a row, just playing ball, playing hard, growing. He's now one of the biggest kids on his team. It's been fun to see his progression.
Great pass.
Yeah, good dish inside. That rebound, Seth Johnson doing the dirty work down low. Can't get the putback. And you needed that one to cut it back down to 12. It's a 14-point lead here for the Patriots. Quentin Baldridge on the attack, and a steal by Colton Cease. What a drive, what a look. He's going all the way, but cannot get the floater to go. Had some good touch on it, just a little bit short. That's going to Jared Bialek from 3, and it's good. And, John, you said it, they got to get some quick buckets. to kind of slow the roll, and they've done that. I mean, they have pushed that lead with 5 straight points once again.
Yeah, some good looks for the Fire, and there's another one.
Wow,
but
another
still,
one.
That's
Yeah.
it's 3 in a row. That I don't know if they should have had, Josh, but they could have had. You know?
Should have had. You were right. You nailed it.
And yeah, so that hurts. Then now they've got to turn around. They've got to get some stops again. But they just little runs throughout the game, Josh, that are huge. Fire were on a run to start this third quarter, and the Patriots answered immediately, and that leads back up to 17.
Yeah. Blowing up here are the Patriots, and they're kind of really going at it, inside, outside. They've hit a 3-ball here, and, man, they're just looking to attack. I think that's what you need to do in this kind of a situation. And right when I say it again, Chris Henthorne on 3 that double taps the rim. And that double tap rim shot, just the sign of a good shooter. If your shots are hitting twice on the rim every time, you've got good touch. They call that shooter's touch when you float that ball, flick that ball, just like David Rose there. And he's no good on that 3. It's going to be going the other way. HSRC ball. Chris Henthorne, so skilled. A nice guard for this team. And, again, another one of those players that's just been here over and over again through the years. And such a phenomenal basketball player. That replay brought to you by the executive production of Jack Huckins. And, man, we've loved having these replays throughout. And he does such a good job running the booth up here during games.
Great pass inside.
Wow, Jared Bialek getting a nice backdoor cut and a good pass from Quentin Baldrich on the assist.
Lead ballooning up to 19 now for the Patriots. Fire need to get something going again. They found it to start the third quarter. And that's a good way there to get to the line. Josh, your shot's not falling for a few minutes. Good to just put your head down, get to the hoop. At the very least, hopefully get yourself some free throws. That's what they did here.
Yeah, exactly. I've never really been in that situation where my shots don't fall. I mean, 100%
okay.
of the time they just fall all the time. I mean, I never miss, but on the rare occasion, I'm just kidding. Of course, I had many times where I just couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. And in those moments, it's important to go inside. You can't keep shooting something that's not working.
Sure.
They say shoot or shoot, but there's a limit. You can't say shoot or shoot on your 15th of, and you've not hit one. I mean, at some point, stop saying shoot or shoot and get in the paint. You know, I just think that that's healthy to develop that drive. And, boy, that's good in life when something's not working. You don't want to keep doing the same thing. They call that just stupidity. And what's the word for doing the same dumb thing over and over again, expecting a different result? Insanity, is that the word? Insanity. Insanity is when you do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And I just think offensively, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, you've got to switch it up if it's not working. And you've seen these players at HSRC figure that out. When the 3-ball's not falling, as it isn't there for Slager on the tough air ball, you got to go inside. You know, you just got to go inside and attack the rim, especially with the height you got with Fedes and his brother Steven Fedes as well. You've just got to go inside. And HSRC, luckily, with a large enough lead where it's not an issue right now. But if the Fire start hitting some of these shots, they're going to need to start going inside and being wise with those possessions.
If you are, as Rose with the drive can't get it to fall on the floater, if you are a one-dimensional player, Josh, that the defense can really key in on that. If you're a three-point shooter, they can really guard that line for you.
Excellent point.
If you're driving the key, they can play off you and give themselves more time. So the more you can do, the easier it's going to be for you as regards to finding a good shot.
Oh, that's a good point. Over to Bialek, and Bialek's one of those multifaceted players, can drive to the rim and shoot the 3, and I love seeing him. And he's one of those kids that's helping out the younger generation. His brother down there, Jonah, in the junior high level, is going to be a baller in the high school team next year, I'm sure. And it's fun watching him play. This is Nate Henthorne out to Jared Bialek, who can hit that 3. And that 3's there for Jared Bialek. He's been hitting all night, and he's been a shooter for years in our gym. Never liked playing against him, but he's fun to watch. This replay brought to you by Jack Huckins over there. Look at that corner shot. Love seeing it go in there for HSRC if you're a fan of them. And this is a good drive by Cease, but he cannot get it to go. It's Nate Henthorne rebound. It'll be Jared Bialek the other way.
Cold spell for the Fire here. Pun intended, but
cold spell. Oh, but a heat check for Slager. He was 0 for his last 3 and then hit the 4th one. And a good 3 from Slager. He loves seeing that one go in after a couple of misses.
Fire cut it to 12, I believe it was, Josh.
Is this still cold streak? Still
Yeah,
cold, man.
Patriots have shut them down these last few minutes.
Yeah.
And they're really looking to put this game away in the third quarter here. If you're the Fire, you really can't let this lead get any more. With Dart starting to cut into it a little bit. You've got just 40 seconds left in the third. You don't want to leave this all to the fourth to have to climb this mountain.
Yeah, it's a big mountain for sure. This is David Rose up top, being smart. He's had a good game thus far. Came out with the first 5 points for Rockford Fire, and that's another miss from 3. The Fire were going inside and missed a bunch of inside shots, and it feels like now they're trying to go outside. They're trying to switch it up, and I like that. You got to try something that works.
Yeah.
And there, Nate Henthorn going up for the shot, thought he got hit. And I disagree. I don't think he got hit. I think he just had an awkward fall. And sometimes awkward falls will get you a call. But that time it does not, as the ref saw that there wasn't. You got to watch the defensive player. Did the defensive player commit the foul? And that's how you call the game, not reactionary calling. And sometimes you see that here in our gym. And you got to be real careful to make sure the defensive player is deserving of the foul call he's getting. But this game, 20 seconds to go in the third, not as close, not as big of an impact as Currington gets blocked down low and gets his own rebound, goes up, and still, John Borsch, the lid on this basket is insane.
Yeah. Hoop's looking real small for the Fire right now. 5 seconds left.
Like a putt-putt hole, man. Can't get the ball in there. Oh, nice pass to Steven Fedes at the buzzer. Nate Henthorn, what a pass. We're going to go to the break here between the third and fourth quarter. We'll bring you right back here. Look at this replay. Nate Henthorn, good assist. We'll lead you to a break. We'll have some announcements and some words from our sponsors, and we'll meet you back here in a few minutes for the fourth quarter. Welcome back to this fourth quarter. This is the Rockford Fire against the HSRC Patriots. And that HSRC stands for Homeschool Resource Center. They've been a team in our gym for many years as Chance Currington gets the 2 points and gonna try to cut into this lead. But, John, as you said, a huge mountain to climb in this fourth quarter.
Yeah. And we'll see what they can do. I mean, they're going to fight till the end. You need a lot of stops. Like a lot of stops you really got to catch.
You need, like, a lot of stops.
That's an understatement maybe. But we'll see what they can do here. And if you're HSRC, just getting some good possessions. You're not looking to rush anything here, but just getting good looks. That's a good look there. It doesn't fall. Yeah.
And, again, I don't think HSRC should even go for threes right now. I mean, just go inside, be smart, get the inside buckets, attack the rim, and just play smart basketball.
Yeah.
There's a point in a game when you start playing deny basketball, and that's certainly not yet. You still got so much time left. But I think here you just play good, high-percentage basketball, and that's a high-percentage shot for Caleb Baldrich, as it were. That's a good 3 from him, and he still young, and I don't know the exact age of Caleb Baldrich. Maybe a sophomore. Let's find out here. He is a sophomore, but still has 3 more years here at HSRC, and he's a nice young player. And he'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, hitting that 3 all night, Josh. He's had the hot hand.
2 more years, but John, including this, he's got 3 more years to complete here. HSRC still has some games on their schedule after this tournament that we plan for the next few weeks, and they're a good team, but they play a lot. I mean, some of these guards, John, Chris Henthorn, Nate Henthorn, they're playing year-round. I mean, these guys ball, and they ball hard. There's a timeout on the floor. John, what do you think that HSRC has done right to get this huge lead? What have they been doing to kind of balloon this out and make it kind of insurmountable for the Fire.
Sure, just quality looks, and you see when they're getting the ball to the hoop when the shot's not falling, but the shot has been falling for a lot of them. Baldridge has been hitting, and they've got a very deep team. You got some subs in the game now, but still a very talented team through and through. But yeah, the Fire just a bit off. They've played a lot. A lot of games for the Fire for both teams, so it's starting to get tired. That's starting to see some of the effects of that. Just playing in this 2-day tournament, you're playing so many games back to back. So that's not what you're used to as a basketball player. But we'll see how it finishes. Lead is up to 26. Now for the Patriots, Fire just want to finish as best they can. I don't know if this ends their season, but hey, if you got a few more games, you want to take some good momentum going into those.
Yeah, this is a good game. We got a comment from Adam Hanks. He said the new John is cute. I don't appreciate that. That is very disrespectful to the old John, who I clearly think is cute. So that's unfair. This is going the other way. HSRC's ball. And Chris Henthorne, Brendan Cross, Quentin Baldridge. Now they're going to deny basketball, John, and this is kind of interesting. It's so much time left, but they're just kind of playing four-corner offense. But I appreciate that they'll maybe look to get a good shot here. The one thing Rockford Fire, should have done and probably could do here is just kick up the defense. They're not quite playing uptight, in-your-face defense. They're kind of just letting them do what they would, and that's why the shots are kind of going in like that for Stephen Fedes. This is now 5:30 left to go in this game, 28-56, and 28 plus 28 equals 56. So they're down by what they've scored, and that's kind of a tough one to come back from. If you're the Rockford Fire with 5 to go here. But again, these guys will fight through the game and really work to get some shots to go in and maybe build some momentum into the play-in game later on today, where they're playing the loser of this will play the Quentin Road Eagles in a consolation game. And so that'll happen later on today between championship and semifinal games. So this will be an interesting little game here. We'll see the ending. It'll probably be my guess is probably not the closest to finishes, but still certainly an entertaining game if you're a fan of either team.
Sure, and this is where you see the character of the Fire here, and we've seen it so far. Just continuing to give it your all when you're down by a lot of points. It's not hard when you're up 28 points, Josh, but when you're down 28, it's not looking like it's happening for you. Just to continue trying. Giving it your all. We've seen that from the Fire, and that's good. Probably a result of their coaching for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But
very good, yeah. Tonight's game is sponsored by Michelle Cowling, and she is you don't even realize it, but she's such an incredible real estate woman. She just has been in the business a long time, and John, I think, said earlier something like 750 closings in her career.
Really? Yeah.
Which, I mean, if we're talking stats, we talk basketball stats all day long, but real estate stats, that's incredible to have that many. And I was trying to do the math on it. If she's been in it for 15 years or so, it's like 30 a year she's knocking out. I mean, she's just doing the hard work, and such an incredible lady. She's great in business, but never lets that interfere with her role as a mom. And she's an incredible mother to Dave, Pete, and Joe Cowling, and wife to Keith Cowling, and just does an incredible job, an incredible cook. I've eaten her food many times, and I would eat it all day if I could. She's real great and a good lady, but sponsoring tonight's games. And we love Michelle Cowling here at HB. This is her last son to graduate, so I kind of feel, I talked to her recently about how she feels, and I'm sure she's going to be very emotional. She said she cried during one of the intros, and she just loves her boys. And it's going to be sad for her not having a boy next year to watch. But she's just an incredible lady, incredible family, and we're so grateful to have her sponsor tonight's game.
Be sure to join us next. Next game will be a great one. Hem Baptist Swordsman Varsity facing Victory. And that's to go to the championship for that one there. So that's a huge game. Both teams with good wins yesterday. And that's going to be a great matchup. They matched up as there's a timeout on the floor. They matched up a couple weeks ago, Josh. I believe you remember that game. We had some clips on our video. Just one of the crazy. I know we lost the game, but one of the best games I've seen in this gym.
If you weren't here for that game, it was insane. It went to double overtime, John. We were hopping out of the booth, me and you both. John Woosley, we were all going nuts. Pastor Wilkerson was doing that game. We were going crazy, and it was intense. There was we were down by, I think, 6 in regulation, and they had a technical foul on the coach or one of the players, and I forget which, but there was a technical foul, So we got some free throws to bring it within 4. We got a basket with a chance. We got them free throws. We made one of the free throws, so we're down 3, and then getting the ball back. Joe Cowling hit a floating shot on an inbound play to tie the game and go to overtime. And then in overtime, it was close again. And as you see the broadcast booth from this camera angle, this is where we were when we were so crazy and jumping out of the booth for that overtime game. But Jaden Lemon then tied the game on a crazy overtime shot from this white corner just inside the logo and went to his second overtime. And then we had lost it in the second overtime. But it was such a battle, such a game. Had we won it, John, it'd be the best game ever in this gymnasium.
No, I agree. Probably the loudest I've personally heard it after those couple shots. Just going nuts. But anyways, we say all that to say
be there for the next game.
Swordsman
That's gonna be
victory.
Good.
Tune in if you can't get here. But if you can get here, hey, we're going to have a lot of fun. But it's going to be a great game for sure. Travel code called on Rose. 2:45 left in the fourth as this game is winding down. The Patriots will go on to face Calumet next game, and that'll be a good one here. But we're looking to a very exciting finish of the day. A lot more basketball to be played. Hope you can stay tuned, keep us on your radar. Lots of fun action coming your way.
Yeah, and it'll be worth it for you. I mean, if you check in on that HB victory game next game, that is going to be a battle. And if you love HB basketball or love hard work, we're going to be bringing it that game. Both teams for sure. And honestly, it's going to be a great game because last night, Victory was so on fire, John. And if they carry any of that fire into this game, it's going to be a battle for us to even stay close. I mean, these guys, they were hot last night, hitting everything. Yeah. And you hope that they maybe ate some bad breakfast or had kind of a rough sleep last night so that they'll come in and give us a little bit of an edge in this game. But we're certainly looking forward to that game. It'll be a fight. And this game all but over, 26-point lead here for HSRC. And they get an open layup to balloon the lead to 28 now and just seeming insurmountable. Rockford Fire just trying to close out this game and be done with it. Minute 40 to go. And this game, tough one here, but the next one will be good. If you can, tune in and watch that game. Once again, this game sponsored by Michelle Cowling, and obviously we're also remembering Gary Harper Sr. throughout these tournaments, and a great man. Gary Harper Sr., someone that we want to remember in this gym. His son, Gary Harper Jr., has just done so much to help support us at HBTV and provide some cameras and be a sponsor many of these times, and just a great man, great family, and a great legacy left by Gary Harper Sr. It's a foul. Going to the line with 1:11 to go. And, man, got some fight here from Rockford Fire at the end of this game, fouling and trying to play some defense. This will be Nate Henthorn, the younger of the Henthorn brothers, shooting free throws. And, John, do we know? I believe he's a junior, Nate Henthorn, if I look here.
Not sure.
Number 25. He is a sophomore, so he's got, including this year, 3 more to go. Here at HSRC and a nice young player here for their team.
They got some very young talent on the Patriots. It's going to be good for a number of years. But next game we've mentioned, the Swordsman versus Victory, coming up at 11:30. Following game will be the winner here, which is looking to be the Patriots, and they'll be facing Calumet. So they're not going to get too much time off here, but that will be at 1 o'clock. They'll be facing Calumet. And as we finish up the bracket, some consolation games. Championship game tonight, Josh, at 7 o'clock.
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock is the championship game, I believe. We'll put the bracket up here shortly. Right after the game, we'll throw that bracket up. So we'll let you watch the last 36 seconds here. We'll throw the bracket. And I believe that's 4 o'clock championship game start time now with the revised schedule, if I'm believing that correctly. I'm not sure. Now, we'll see that in a minute. 24 seconds to go. Nate Henthorn driving to the basket, dishing it to Fedes. And, John, that Fedes-Henthorn connection that's so relevant with the starting lineup is still going to be relevant in a couple of years with these young Fedes and Henthorn brothers coming up in the ranks. And they'll be fun to watch for many years here in our gym. We're going to hate playing them, but they've got some talent. This game was brought to you by HBTV. We're so grateful to have you. Thank you for joining us and watching. Tune in to the next game. As you can see in our bracket, that is the 11:30 start time, HB against Victory. And, I'm sorry, John, you were correct. That game is at 7 p.m. 4 p.m. is that loser of the 11 game, which is next, playing against the winner of the 1 p.m. game. And you're right, championship at 7 o'clock, and my apologies on that. We'll have 2 consolation games intermingled there between those games. So a whole day of basketball. Join us for the games if you can. We're excited to have you. We thank you for joining us at HBTV. Once again, my name is Josh Conger. This is John Borsch, and we are signing off.